Okay, so one more thing we will cover before showing his face. Okay, generally what we have imagined Mahadev will look like the picture that we have been seeing since so long. But in reality, Mahadev's appearance shown in the path of bhakti is not his true physical appearance. Okay, he's just an ordinary human being. He doesn't have three eyes. Okay, he's not like without clothes. Okay, um, he doesn't have a snake around his neck. Okay, but why it is shown in the path of bhakti? That's what I want to tell you first before showing his face. Okay, these are the references in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, that he's the elevated chariot whom people follow. Okay, God chooses the one who can able to achieve the elevated aim, so people can follow him. Okay, Maheshwaram. Now, Mahadev's appearance personifies his unique characteristics, okay, attributes elevated effort. Okay, so God teaches us the real meaning. Okay, so his long hair signifies the complete knowledge merges in his intellect. Okay, he has broad intellect, he chants the most. Okay, the depth of knowledge. Rosary of Rudra is the memorial of us, okay, who studies from God directly and becomes cooperative in God's task. So it's a memorial of the powerful souls. Remember, in the tree, we saw all the souls who sits close to God. Okay, all souls who sits close to God. Okay, three lines, which is a representation of three abodes. Okay, Ganges in the hairlock. It's a symbol of pure knowledge and coolness, a maiden who has imbibed the water of knowledge in such a way that she spent a detached life. She benefited many through godly service. Okay, he's shown three eyes because there is entrance of Lord Shiva. Okay, the eye is steadfast in the soul conscious stage and makes decision. Okay, Kundal, earrings, which means that that soul, okay, whom in the body whom God entered, he assimilates more gems of knowledge. Okay, he's the elevated effort maker. Okay, anklet, which shows that he also becomes bound to the bondage of the Iron Age. Okay, it's talking about the chariot here. He can't go back to the supreme abode after he comes. Okay, he has to also stay until the end. Okay, he's shown to be a child form. So because he didn't have much knowledge in the beginning, okay, he also slept in the slumber of ignorance. Bhang, he's shown to drinking bhang. Shankar is shown, right? He has imbibed information filled with a mixture of truth and false. Okay, he drinks poison. Okay, because he's defamed the most after God comes. Okay, in him, that's why he's known as Kalankidhar Avatar. Okay, wears Bagambar. He has nature like tiger. Okay, he is shown in the naked form, the undressed and naked form. Okay, naked form in the form of a soul by being immersed in the remembrance of the Supreme Soul. Okay, he becomes equal to God by staying in his deep remembrance. He shows his incorporeal, it shows his incorporeal stage. It means he's not body conscious. Okay. And there is a story of drinking poison, Samudra Manthan. Some of you already know that, right? And then, okay, Datura, thorn apple, such children of God who are full with vices like a poison are offered to God. Bay leaves, we already know about that. Actions of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar are offered to God. Okay, it is, he is worshipped, right? The Shivling is worshipped in the month of Shravan, which is referring to the memorial of the confluence age right now, where there is rain of knowledge through fathership. Okay, God comes during the time of darkness and uplifts Shankar, who is very dear to him. That's why it's the Shivling is worshipped the most in the month of Magh. Kashi, which is a memorial of a bead of Rudramala, who is dear to Shankar because she remembers God a lot. Okay, he's shown to have Trishul because the knowledge of three arrows, Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar. He's shown to have a Damru because he narrates the knowledge which touches everyone's heart, satisfied demons and deities. He's shown to have red clothes, Chunari, because knowledge brings revelation by destroying unrighteousness through the body like cloth. He's shown to do a Tandam Nitra, dance of secret knowledge. New points keep emerging that feel like arrows of Ram. He's shown to wear bhashma, which is a memorial of he burns his body consciousness. He's shown to sit on the lotus flower because he's seated. He's shown to be seated in a strict pose. Okay, feet symbolizes the intellect. He sees the good and bad traits and judge on the basis of God's Sriman. Okay, he's strict because he's firmly following God's Sriman. Okay, I hope it made sense to you. Okay, now let's look at his face. Okay. Here is the chariot, okay, of God. Okay, right now this is the place where God comes, okay, and gives us the proof of his presence in this world. So this body is like a temple, okay, and God is like ideal, living ideal. Okay. So God is narrating the true knowledge, Murli clarifications through him. So now it's very, very important. We are almost done with our course. Okay, there are just few more recordings you have to listen. And after that, it's very, very important. Okay, you complete your study. Okay, connect with God. Okay, by listening to Him, understanding Him, and you will feel that peace you have been missing. Okay, listening to God, colored by His company, help us finish all the sorrow in the soul. Day by day, soul becomes so content. Okay, and Sato Gun becomes active. Sato intellect is active, and you feel so stable. All the Rajyogis who have been remembering God in Him, they were able to they're able to finish their very major weaknesses. Okay, they are making effort though. God says they continuously we have to make the effort. Okay, that's why very very important. Okay, so we all are overcoming our weakness, started living our life. Okay, with so much stability in connection with God. So it is true. We should connect God in here. Okay, because God's presence is proved through his knowledge, the true knowledge. Okay, all right. So we are going to introduce you the university where God is. Okay, I'm going to show you the website.
जो संदेश देना बाहर की दुनिया में जाकर के
Look at so this is the website. Okay, this is the name of the university. You must have seen the video. If not, I'm keeping the video after this video. Okay, about Kampila Documentary, I will also be keeping. Okay, if you don't see next to this video, the Kampila Documentary, I will keep it in the description box. Okay, so wherever I write this, see the description box. Please just check the description box. Okay, there might be some content. Maybe I might have forgot to mention. I'll be just adding there. Okay. So this is the place. Okay, where God has come and teaching it. Okay, you will get the introduction of this place in the next video. Okay, you can definitely go through the website. Okay, but don't stop it here. Okay. Part 2 that I will be guiding you, okay, after you finish the course. But before that, you should contact, okay, and go through the 7 days course verbally, okay, to clear lot of doubts. If you have been listening attentively, there is no way you would not have any question. Okay, so clear all those questions and then move to part 2. You're guaranteed within 3 to 6 months, if you really study this, probably maximum 1 year. Okay, if you become a dedicated godly student and study, okay, remember God, okay, you will find change in you. You will see the change in you, you will feel powerful. okay, you will see how you are finishing off your weakness that were hanging on to you for so long. That was hanging on, okay, that were hanging on with you for hanging on to you for so long. Okay, you can also go through this actually in this like Kalki Avatar, Time of God's Incarnation, Mahabharat War. Okay, the website name is pbks.info. Okay, it's very easy. pbks.info. Okay, you have it under every under description box in the description box um, of every video pretty much. Okay, so you don't have to even remember it. Just look at the description box. Okay, Mahabharat war is happens now. Okay, this is the time of Mahabharat war. This is the end of Kali Yuga. Okay, so if you want, you can go through this if you want to read it. Okay. So but you finish the course. Don't start getting into this website now. Okay, this is an ocean. So right now I just look at these three things and get back to the original recordings. Okay, and finish the course. Learning systematically would be, it is very, very important. Randomly, you want whatever you want to do and you're just exploring, it will not give you the results that I'm mentioning. It is a systematic approach. Okay, just look at these three things, get back to the playlist and finish it. Okay, all right. Now the next thing you will watch the video. One of the things you need to know, this is different than Brahma Kumaris. Now let me give you an example, then we will finish it. Okay, now think about it. You let's say like okay you are the father, okay, and you are father, okay, of many children, okay, and then you opened a company, and then you have also sorry, you opened the company, okay, after you were gone, children took over, okay, took over your company, right, and but the administration was not according to the principles, okay, of yours. They have added their own basically opinion into it and changed how the things were going on, okay. Now you took rebirth, okay, in the next birth you are opening company, okay. Now if I had to ask you, which is your original company? Is the company you opened in the previous birth and your children are taken care, or where you are right now? Right, of course you will say that where you are and the to principles you are operating the company, that will be called your company, right? Similarly here as well, when God opened the university, when he was there, it was credited as the University of God, okay, validated. But after 69, it can't be called the University of God, okay, because it is operated by Mukh Brahmins. Remember, some categories of Brahmins were attached to the God's chariot as a God's chariot of mother. Okay, and they could not recognize the chariot as God's chariot, the next God's chariot, okay, who is playing the role of father, teacher, and guru. So very, very important to understand right now, Brahma Kumari is not connected with Adhyatmik Vishwavidyalaya. Okay. Just like in Mahabharata, they had Kaurava and Pandavas, right? Same thing here, Kauravas and Pandavas. Okay, but they they belong to the same family. Okay, at the end, they will harmonize eventually. But right now, it's important to understand. Okay, Adhyatmik Vishwavidyalaya is operated by God, and Brahma Kumaris are just operated by the children of God under their opinion. Okay, so that's why now it's your choice. Okay, but it is parallel. It's working parallel. Okay, because the basic knowledge had begun. So it's acknowledging the role of in here we are acknowledging the role of the mother. Okay, but right now, it's not called the place of God. Okay, God is here. God has not gone after 69. So the place of God is only this Adhyatmik Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya. If you want to know more, you can contact. I will also put in the description box the difference between Brahma Kumaris and Adhyatmik Vishwavidyalaya. There is an article that you will also see in the description box. Okay. In case you don't see it, you can contact. All right. Best of luck for the next recording. Okay. We have 2 more recordings. We'll be talking about remembrance of God. And then we will be, that is step 2 meditation. Okay. That we have to now connect with God through this chariot. We are going to understand that. Okay. That is meditation step 2. Okay, and then we have to understand the Vishnu part, right? We understood Brahma, we understood Shankar, now Vishnu, real quick, and then we will be done with our first advanced course. And after that, only 3 recordings, and then you're completely done with the course. Okay, best of luck.